Someone said when a Nigerian man wants to get married to a Nigerian woman in Nigeria, he goes to her hometown, he goes to her village, he goes to where she came from to get informations about her, to know everything about her past, to get to know what kind of person she is, to get to know what kind of woman she is. And most of the time, when these Nigerian men do that, what they are looking for, what they are looking at is if this woman has lived a wayward life in the past, if she has done some things they will not want to be associated with. Mind you, this is her past. This could be her past of 10, 20, 30 years back. That is the past the Nigerian men go to look for before they married her in the present. But when these same men wants to get married to the Oyibo women, by Oyibo women, they mean the white ladies or the Europeans or Americans. When this Nigerian man wants to get married to these Oyibo women, they don't ask for anything. They don't do any background check. They don't ask any question. It is direct marriage. It is straight instant marriage. Like, they don't care if you were married before. They don't care if you have 5 kids. They don't care if your kids are all grown. They don't care if you have 5 kids with 5 baby daddy. They don't care. You are going to marry it. As long as you are an Oyibo, for a Nigerian man, you are going to marry it. Now, I don't think the problem is the Nigerian men. The Nigerian men are not the problem in this case. The problem is with the Nigerian women. Nigerian women, check your energy level when it comes to marriage. Check your perception. Check what you think. Check what you feel about marriage. And check how you see a man who get married to you. In Nigeria, for most people, for most women, the husband is a Lord, is a savior, is that person who saves you, is that person who has given you the title of Mrs., which without him you will not have. Is that person who has taken you from the street. That's the mentality. Is that person who have taken you from the street as if you are not married, you are a street woman. That's the mentality the Nigerian women have. Now, this mentality may have been put to them by men. Whosoever has given them this mentality, the problem is the women mentality. So when you see a man or your husband like this savior, then you have given him that quota to want to check you, because he's a human, he's not a god. To want to check you, to want to scrutinize you, and know if you are fit to be the person he will save. So, Nigerian women, you have to change your mentality about marriage. You have to change the way you look at men. You have to change the way you belittle yourself as if without a man, you are nothing. Because if you think you are nothing without a man, if you think you without marriage you are nothing, then of course, before a man gives you that grace of marrying you, he has to go and check who you are. He has to go and check if 10 years, 20 years back in your life you did anything wrong, so that he will say, no, I can't get married to you because 20 years back in your life you did this. No matter if you still do that, he has to go and check your family to see where your family come from. Who are they? What do they say about them? If they say one thing bad about one uncle, which maybe you don't even know, which maybe your parents don't talk with, which has nothing to do in your life, that's something bad about your uncle, will be a reason for your husband not to get married to you. So women, repackage yourself, revalue yourself, add value to yourself, add value to yourself, rechannel your energy, elevate your energy, women. Elevate your energy. Elevate your energy. The way you think about yourself, you will just attract people of that same caliber to you. The way you think about marriage, that is how it's gonna be. The way you see yourself, that is how it's gonna be. If you see yourself as a desperate woman who needs to be saved by a man who will be her husband, who will give her the title of Mrs., then you will be desperate, and desperate situations will happen to you. You will have to pass that test before you can get married. And if you don't pass the test, you stay in your papa's house. Women, rethink your energy, re-evaluate your energy, revalue yourself, add value to yourself. The Oyibo women don't look at these details. That is why the men will not dare. That's why your Nigerian men will not dare to want to go and check in the village of that Oyibo woman, to go and check in her hometown, to go and check her family background. That's what they say. He will not dare to go and check her family background before he get married to her, because she will not tolerate that. She will not tolerate that. Because you want to get married to her, you have to go and cross-check her past in that manner and with that intention. She will not tolerate that. So the man would not even dare. But for you, it is all energy. If you value yourself, if you are conscious of your worth, if you are conscious of your energy, if you are conscious of your value, if you are conscious of yourself as a person, not even a woman, as a person first, then as a woman, the power you have, the authority you have, the energy you have, the power you carry as a woman, if you are conscious of that, and if you valorize that, if you elevate your energy, no man will treat you anyhow. You will not have to be worshiping a man, but a man will have to be worshiping you, just as your men go and worship those Oyibo women they get married to. It is all energy. Rethink your energy.